Welcome back to another episode of the Off-Air Hustle. It's your favorite cousin, Deona Hustle, your host, your MC, your DJ, anything behind the mic. That is me. Also, radio personality and co-host of Hustle and Shine in the Morning on Kansas City's #1 for that hip-hop and R&B, Hot 103 Jams. And we are back with another fabulous guest. This guest is actually somebody that I actually personally know. So this interview is going to be fun and entertaining. But before I introduce who she is, I want to start off by giving a major shout out to NSPN for always holding it down on the production, and then big love to Zoo Studios for hosting this podcast. And then shout out to Made Mob, because since our guest is also a UMKC alum, I made sure I wore my UMKC Roof sweatshirt. So shout out to Made Mob. And then I also want to kick off by recognizing DJs, which is going to segue us into me introducing who our guest is. So since it is Black History Month, I want to recognize some of the Black DJs that I think are fire, and they be doing their thing. Shout out to DJ Swig, DJ Asylum, Nick Davis, my co-host Brian B. Shining, and then big love to tour DJ for Chris Calico, NCAA Big 12 tournament DJ, KC Kearns DJ, and the DJ that'll give you a hot 8 count and choreography behind the DJ booth, DJ Doop. Welcome to the Off-Air Hustle.
I knew you was gonna throw an 8 count in there.
You do. I mean, you be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
It will.
Okay, so when we first met, it was like 2015, because that's when I came to Kansas City. So we met in 2015 at UMKC. You were DJing at that point, and then you also a part of the student radio station. How long have you been DJing prior to that? Because I know you didn't. I know DJing wasn't your first.
Blending wise, I didn't start that until like late 2012.
And what does blending mean?
Like blending a song together like a continuous beat.
I know what they need to know.
My bad. Like blending a song with a continuous beat. But as far as like DJing, I think I threw my first party in high school.
Really?
It was like 9th grade. But even before that, I was playing. I was playing with my dad. My dad was like DJing, and he would do like Bishop Hogan's homecoming, like the Missouri schools. I didn't know none of these kids, but I mean, hey, if I can get behind it, yeah. So I mean,
so you were
honestly
already
probably like 8, 9, if that.
Okay, because when I met you, I was like, oh, she got her, she doing her thing. Like I never felt like I had just met you when you just started DJing. It felt like you was been in your bag.
Oh no,
since I met you.
I think I honestly feel like that's when everything kind of took off. It was like the year before I met you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So quick icebreaker is what we're going to do. And then we're going to dive into some more questions about your career and your journey, and then how you really started DJing and transitioning from dancing. Because I know that's really, when I mentioned you dancing behind the DJ booth, that was your first love.
Yeah.
Okay. So the icebreaker is going to be quick questions, this or that. Okay. Rapid fire. Don't think about it.
Okay.
Club or boiler room?
Boiler room.
Headphones or no headphones?
Depends on the atmosphere.
Okay.
I personally don't use headphones because I know my music, but like if it's something like an auditorium or a game, I gotta have headphones. Yeah.
Day party or a nightlife event?
Day party for sure. We're going to bed early.
Facts.
Yeah, we're going to bed.
5 p.m. is the end time. I'm there.
Yeah, we're going to bed.
R&B or house music?
Ooh. I'm going to go R&B.
Okay. Dancing or DJing?
God dang it. Can it be both of them?
You can say combination. Okay.
Both of them.
KCK or Casey Mo?
Both of them. Both of them.
How you not gonna pick one?
Because both of them.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. When I'm on an international stage, people don't know or care.
But they gonna say Kansas
or Missouri. Exactly, but they don't know the difference.
They don't know the difference.
So, Kansas City.
Okay. Big 12 or KC Current?
I knew this was coming. Both of them. I can't pick.
Yeah, I know you can't.
I can't pick.
Core DJs or Coalition?
Core. What?
I knew you was gonna say that. Okay, a bonus question. Is it still a DJ's job to break records? Why or why not?
I personally would say yes, but with the internet age, many would say no. But honestly, I mean, it's always going to be a DJ's, job to put you on the music. So I'm going to always say yeah.
And I feel like you do a good job of putting music in, like you mix things in well.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's the problem with breaking records is
people don't know when to do
they just drop it randomly. Like, bro, you didn't lead us into this, so of course we don't want to hear this song. Like, nobody wants to hear this.
It was kicking it. What is this?
Okay, so as I mentioned, we're going to double back into you starting dancing. How did that start? Your first love?
So my mom We were just talking about this the other day. My first steps, I was actually, we would call it twerking now, but you know when the baby just
twerking.
Yeah. Well, it's not twerking. You know.
I mean, it's just bopping.
First.
Just I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a baby.
You caught me off guard when you said I ain't know.
You know, my bad. But no, my mom said like when I first started walking, like
you was bopping.
I already had rhythm. So I mean, it was kind of given. Like one side of my family sings in church. You know, Grammy Award winning singers and rappers, and then the other side of my family they just dance. Like
I didn't even know that. That's what's up.
Yeah. It was just
so musically inclined is just in the family DNA.
I had no choice.
That makes sense. No choice. When you started dancing, what age were you at that point?
We just gonna say one. The play it safe. But then when I got to like age 8, I went to DMB dance where I learned ballet, tap, and jazz.
That's lit.
And then I did that up until I was 12. And then I really kicked in with sports, but I never stopped dancing because I mean, music videos back in the day was that deal. So that was how I kind of taught myself how to learn choreography was watching videos. Then when I got to college, when I got to high school, I did drill team with the Gateway High Steppers of Kansas City, Kansas. Okay. And then when I got to college, I just randomly just started doing different stuff. So I did Charlotte Kappa 4 different times, which I wouldn't call it dancing, but it was dancing components to it. Yeah. And then
we got to play that video during this interview too, because they was for Stroll Like a Kappa because you was going crazy.
Oh, the pyramid.
And everybody was yelling and screaming. The pyramid I'm like, whoa, they was lit.
I did that. I did the talent show 3 years. I could have did it a fourth, but they emailed me the wrong email somehow, and then I did something else the same day. Right. And then I did, what is it called? I guess we can call it the Mat Check Experience, which was a guy, when I say he studied Michael Jackson through and through, we learned all the choreography, and we were doing like the intermission for different muscle bodybuilding competitions. Oh. I was just randomly doing pop-up shows here and there.
I didn't even know that. The more you know. Well, that's crazy.
I'll send you that video too.
I didn't know. Let me check the crates. My bad. Let me check the crates and see, because I do remember the UMKC one where everybody was going crazy in the background.
Yeah, that was the first one.
That was the first year?
That was the very first year.
Oh, okay.
So that was 2012.
And I wasn't there yet, but I do remember that video because you had showed me and it was floating around by the time I had got to campus. And that's like 3 years later. Like, look at her causing a wave and commotion. I'm just now there and people still talking about it. Like, that's kind of crazy. Now, I mentioned some of your accolades earlier, which is you've done a lot of different things, but what you've been doing lately has been touring with Chris Calico and then also being with the Casey Current and Big 12. How did you land those different opportunities? I know that's a fully loaded question, but
it's actually not. So shout out to my big sis. Got to give you your flowers, DePriest Taylor. A lot of people know her as DP. I met DP in 2017. And she was working at the Boys and Girls Club. And randomly, I don't know how I got booked, who booked me or what, but I ended up getting booked for a Boys and Girls Club event. And from there, like, we were stuck like Chuck. Like, everything she had, she like, hey, I got an event this day, this day, this day.
Can you do it? Can you do it?
Everything, I did it for DP. And then something happened. She left the Boys and Girls Club and she started working for the Current. And so she was like, hey, just letting you know, send me a mix. I'm like, okay.
Right.
So
but you sent it.
Yeah, I sent it.
A lot of people don't even do that part.
I sent it. And she was like, I'm trying to put you in a position. I'm like, oh, okay. But she never told me what she was doing. I just knew she stopped working for the Boys and Girls Club. She's like, I'm trying to put you in a position. I'm like, okay. Send her a mix. She's like, all right, I need you here on this day at this time. Don't be late. I'm like, okay, what am I bringing? She's like, oh, bring this, this, and this. So I get to Sporting KC. I'm thinking, oh, it's just like a kid event. Like we in the inside. Right. No, this was like a pregame. So I'm like, oh.
This is why I sent a mix.
It's different. Yeah. Okay, I like this. So did that a couple times, and then she connected me with who was the production person that time, which was Kip. Okay. Shout out to Kip. And Kip kind of did the first year I was doing pregame, second year, and last year I did the actual game and split it with Ness. So yeah.
And that's how you landed the Casey Current. What about the Big 12?
So Big 12. Basically, everybody in the sports world talks. And basically, I guess they reached out to all the different sport teams here, and they were like, oh, we need a list of female DJs or DJs in general. Yeah. Because I guess the years prior with the women's tournament, they would just have a Pandora mix of house music playing.
They be doing women's sports bad.
I feel like hype music. I mean, house music sometimes, like if it's not the right house song, it's not hyping people up.
Yeah, and it's a
like
tournament.
I'm playing basketball. I'm not trying to feel like I'm in euphoria.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want to. Yeah,
like
they tripping.
This is not hyping me up. I can't get jiggy with this.
Yeah, I can't hit a layup with this.
So the first day, I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous because I'm like, I don't know what to expect. I got this intercom. I got this 25 page script. I don't know what's going on. But like after the first time, I was like, oh, okay, I got it. Like I'm gonna keep this song loaded. I'm gonna keep an instrumental loaded. We're just gonna keep going. But then they were like, we like how you're like incorporating all the different generations. I'm like, oh, this is easy.
Yeah.
But by the third game, I'm like, all right, this is tiring.
Yeah, because it's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, but not only that, them is 16-hour days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there before the game, 2 hours before the game start, and then I'm there 2 hours after the last game ends.
That's crazy. And it's the season is the tournament
2 weeks from now.
Okay, yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
So please, let me get a +1.
Yeah.
We talked about the Casey Current. We talked about Big 12, but touring. Touring is a different feel. Like I feel like when I go to concerts and I see the DJ before the event or the DJ that's with the artist, I always be like, dang, that's tight. Like it always looks so cool, but I know it's a lot of work that goes into it. Could you explain to people the difference between being a DJ at events and stuff like that, but being a tour DJ?
So it really all is about chemistry in, I would say rehearsals, but some people don't rehearse and you can kind of see it in their show. With Chris is one of those people like, he don't want nothing outside of rehearsal. Yeah. So like it be sometimes where I like I kind of play on the fence with things. Yeah. But like with me, I just know like Chris has been touring for 20 years. So he's used to doing the same thing all the time. Yeah. And so like with me coming in, I'm not only the DJ, I'm sound manager. I'm the first.
You're doing everything.
I'm literally the first person that everybody talks to when it comes to equipment. So rider, do we have this? If we can't do this, we can't do it. Or, even the set list. I'm printing the set list off because I'm very particular about how it looks. But like with Chris, not only does he have vitiligo, but he's kind of legally blind too, even with glasses.
Really?
So it's only certain fonts that I could put on a piece of paper.
Got you.
Like that will not work.
Okay.
Will not work.
I'll make sure I change it before he come on the show.
But yeah, like as far as like the difference though, it really builds off of the chemistry that you have with the artists that you're touring with, and two, knowing your place. Because I feel like a lot of DJs, when they're used to like certain atmospheres, when you get on tour, I shouldn't be singing a song. You the artist, right? I'm gonna come in and feeling where you ain't, and a lot of people don't look at it like that. So.
So I'm guessing it could be an ego trip too for some that they get on them big stages like, nah, I'm the artist. Like, absolutely. And that's exactly how you're gonna get fired.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, being a Black woman in the industry, we've talked about this before. We've sat down and talked about navigating the industry as a Black woman, and you get times where guys are hitting on you. Maybe they just joking, whatever. But those moments can be uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
They can be annoying. Or even guys just wanting to maybe rock with you or book you because they trying to talk to you. How have you been navigating that in your entire career?
I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't say I never had to deal with it, but I didn't have to deal with it as much as others. I came up under. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
I came up under the biggest assholes in the DJ industry. Like, period. Like coming under Brian, Cash, and Mac. Like, they did not play.
They have no filter.
They have no filter. Yeah. So, and Asylum. Like, none of them have a filter. So when it came to me, like, they were already telling me like, hey, you're not doing this with this person.
Because they tripping.
They tripping or they do X, Y, Z. Or if I do it, they be like, okay, so what did you learn from it? What are you going to do next time? Like, what boundaries are you going to set going forward? So now I done got to the point where I have my same clientele and I don't have any issues. I only really had issues when it came to like promoters not like paying like I should have been getting paid. But that was just like growing pains. I'll pay my dues, and that's just how I look at it.
Do you feel like DJs just have to be like, oh, I'm going to just have to accept this 150 because that's the market and that's what people are doing in Kansas City? If you want to do nightlife or those type of events, because I know corporate pay different and weddings pay different. So you got some DJs, they only going to get booked for weddings and corporate, which I get. But do you feel like you have to lower your standards in order to be included in nightlife?
Not necessarily. I always tell people that like new DJs to find a mentor. Because normally that mentor will put you on as an opening DJ, and that'll be kind of you learning the different strokes or whatever. But as far as like other people, still to this day, you got primetime DJs that take $150 gigs. Yeah. If that's what you want to do, do it. But you can't also set the same standard with everybody. Like, I'm not a $150 DJ, but then you're accepting it with this person. Like, where's the...
You do have to have some type of consistency. Yeah. And know your value.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Yeah. How long did it take you to feel like you felt like, I know my value, this is what I'm charging, this is what I'm sticking to?
I'm going to be honest, it was after I came back from Canada on tour. And even before then, I was already like...
just name drop Canada. Like, it's up the street. I was just in Canada with Drake and the Six. Like...
No, when I came back from Canada, like, I felt like before that, I should have been charging more, but I was on tour a lot, so I wasn't really getting booked as much here because I was out of town.
Gone, yeah.
Where people just was like, oh, I didn't even know you still lived here.
Yeah.
Cool, whatever. But like after I came back from Canada, when I was able to say I'm an internationally known DJ, I was like, oh yeah, no.
I can't take no certain amount.
No.
Yeah.
Yesterday's price ain't today's price or the day after's.
Clock it.
So
yeah. I'm with you. Okay. So let's segue into DJ do's and don'ts. Okay. We're gonna do green and red flags. So here you go. Take your flags. Okay. These gonna be some simple stuff. DJ do's and don'ts, remember. So whatever I say, you put up the flag, and if you want to explain, you can.
Okay.
Repeat a song during a set.
Depends. It depends.
Which flag you going with?
Both of them. It depends.
Okay.
It depends.
Okay.
Because if it's a popping song, say it's a day party, you do it in the middle of the spot. And they're kicking it, but then like towards the end where everybody real lit, you gotta roll that back.
Okay. I understand because I've seen that before. Mix different genres.
I mean, if you could do it right, because some people don't know how to do it right.
Yeah. Don't be shy.
I ain't shy.
This BET Uncut.
Some people don't know how to do it right.
Okay, song requests.
I'm gonna just say that. Well, we're gonna say both. Okay. I mean, I say that's a discretion of whoever's DJ. Yeah, because everybody can't take requests. It's already 5 million songs in my head.
Yeah, so you adding one.
Can you play Bye 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 by NSYNC? Bro, we all Sexy Red right now.
Right, like we not. Yeah, like let us get into that vibe and then maybe ask or something like that. Okay. Arrive at the time of the event.
For who?
The DJ.
Oh, that's a red flag. That's a red flag.
Yeah, because y'all be having to set up. That's another thing that when I started like setting stuff up, because I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to do all of that. But y'all be having to really set up. And that stuff take at least 30 minutes to an hour, depending upon the type of event.
But with me also, like I kind of like playing music before people come in because then I can already vibe.
Yeah.
Feed off of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I like that. Leave the DJ booth. Not for a bathroom break, but anything else.
What we doing?
People be leaving the booth. People be putting a song on and be gone. You know, some people be on a smoke break. You don't know what people be doing. Imagine being a DJ and you on six. You on squares. Like what you doing? Every 4 songs you gotta take a smoke break. That's bad.
You need to get up out the booth and just not be there at all. What we doing? Yeah. I don't even want to get at a flag. You don't need to be in there.
Okay, last one. Play a pre-planned set. Like say you was at the crib and you like, I'm gonna play this, I'm gonna play that. Like you playing this, but the environment is a different vibe. But that's what you practice.
Because I never do that.
So that's to you. That might just be a red flag. I get that.
Sure.
Yeah. Just claim a side. We Bloods or we Hulk today. I don't know. Okay, because I feel like I've always heard that about DJing is people used to be like, well, if you practice at the crib, do that, but when you go out and DJ, unless you like at a concert or something and you have it planned out of what songs you might hype up the crowd with, you should just go with the flow.
Yeah.
I've always heard that, so that's why I was curious about that.
Yeah. I'm still stuck on leaving the booth. Where are we going?
Where are you going? I don't know. People be leaving it. You'd be surprised.
A bottle of water to the booth, please.
Yeah, like, on me. Yeah, I call that stuff quickly.
You lost me at squares. That's crazy.
Literally.
You need to get your life together.
So now we finna switch over until our double cup. Shout out to Hustle and Shine in the morning. Weekdays, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. only on Kansas City's number 1 for hip hop and R&B.
Duh.
Hot 103 Jams. Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna pull them We're going to go through a couple of these. Feel free. Pull a question. Don't be shy. Go ahead and read that thing out loud, and you're gonna answer it.
How can DJs grow and not become stagnant? What are common mistakes for DJs? I'm gonna say how I grew and became not stagnant. I used to be strictly hip hop and R&B, but I met a DJ maybe about 10 years ago. His name DJ Lightbright. Shout out to you in OKC. We were on a ticket here together. We just kind of vibed. Mm-hmm. But with him, he literally plays anything. And we had DJ once before, and it's a place called The Collective in Okay, see, it's kind of like Parlor, where it has like multiple restaurants in it. But every Sunday they do a brunch, and it's like, it's not just regular hip hop, it's like edits. So if you've ever heard of
and them edits be fly.
Yeah, if you've ever heard of the show Selection on Apple Music, it's basically like that type of vibe. But he's the one that kind of pushed me outside of my comfort zone. On top of that, I like to go listen to other DJs to see like how they transition or what type of music how they mash things up. So that I think that's kind of why I don't really do pre-recorded mixes.
Yeah, because you always jumping with some type of creativity. You always trying to do something different. Yeah, that's what I mentioned to them before. I'm like, she does not just certify in one genre. Like she can do multiple things, and I feel like that's rare in certain places. You don't see that many. You don't see every DJ in the city be able to do that. Right. Not everybody can hold a bunch of different demographics, genres, or nothing. Absolutely. So you are one of the DJs that can definitely do that.
Oh, and hold on, common mistakes. Get y'all a mentor. They'll tell you are trash, because I had a lot of them and they were not nice. But I forever love them for it.
You gotta have them people that's not yes man. Yeah. Here you go. I customized that one for you.
Oh, this is a good one. It is. Share your thoughts on the chemistry between a DJ and a host. Honestly, I have worked with host that host, and I think people need to learn the art of hosting on a mic and not just on a mic, sitting as a pretty face on a flyer. People think yelling what's up? Every spot. No, I'm going to turn your mic off.
Shots to the booth. All they doing is getting drunk.
I'm not going to listen to that all night. No. I already got music blaring in my ear, and then I got to hear you. Yeah. Hey, let's get it. Nah. What? Yeah, no.
That wood is crazy.
That's crazy. But I would say don't be like, because I feel like a lot of DJs are not very receptive to host. And some hosts just think that they are the DJ. Yeah. So just, I guess, know your place, but know when to come in. I would say practice outside of a event. So you kind of get the balance of being a host and not overdoing it. Yeah.
Okay. I got these last two for you.
So you just...
I just pulled them for you.
I know you was going to ask me this question. Okay.
Which one?
The name.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm going to name my 3 biggest pet peeves as a DJ.
Yes, please do.
If I go somewhere and they tell me I don't need to bring my own equipment, and the equipment is not clean. Ooh, so if it has like liquor, food, sticky, I hate sticky anything. So no, that's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Yeah, that's a no.
If you don't tell me what's going on.
What you mean?
Like if I'm booked to DJ a baby shower and I get there and it's not a baby shower. And I'm like,
it's a wedding? Ooh.
Yeah.
You ever get got on that?
No, because they know.
Okay.
They know.
Because people do be trying
to. I ask a lot of questions very quickly. And I even have a Google survey now, so people can't play with me.
Period.
I learned my lesson. My other biggest pet peeve is I hate when it's multiple DJs on a ticket and they be like, oh, don't play this song because I want to play it. I'm like, it's way too much music out here for that.
For that, y'all to do that, yeah.
Now, if this is the first song you want to play, cool. But don't give me no listen to no songs.
Yeah, like, you doing too much. It's too strict in here.
Oh, yeah, DJ? How much music you got? Oh, never
questions.
Mind.
I'm not a DJ, so I can't speak on that, but questions that need answers.
Next question. Name your top 3 DJs in Kansas City. Yes, you can include yourself. I'm not going to include myself. I'm going to say DJ Q, DJ Geo. Who am I going to go with third? I'm going to put a female in there. DJ 911. Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you was gonna put yourself into it. That's why I at least added that disclaimer, just in case you want to throw yourself in there.
No.
You can't be your own favorite DJ.
I'm gonna give people their flowers.
That's what's up. We need more of that.
Give people their flowers.
Now you better be happy I didn't ask the 3 worst DJ. No, I wasn't gonna do that. I'm joking. I'm joking. You wouldn't have answered anyway.
I wouldn't have. I would have.
Oh wait.
You know who you are. Not just playing.
I'm just playing. We're positive on this show. Nothing but positivity. I do want to thank you for taking your time. I do want to ask you one final question as we wrap up here. If you could change one thing about your entire career, what would it be?
Probably the city.
Explain.
Like, if I had the same story but a different city.
Be in a different city.
Yeah.
What city would that be?
Let's say Montana.
Montana?
Mm-hmm. Somewhere in Montana.
Oh, I didn't
like,
think. I'm thinking.
Would I be able to have the same? No, I'm thinking in a sense like, would I will push myself more in a market that's not like known.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll be more difficult though?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean,
yeah.
You said Montana. I'm sure like Montana. Whoa. That's like,
I feel like if I go to another big city, like I would probably have the same outcome, if not a bigger one, but I would want to push myself somewhere else. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for taking the time. I know we got through a lot of stuff. Her and I had another episode that we did, and it was way more like we dove in. Yeah, it was more intense. Like it was like tissue was grabbed. It was so I wanted to keep it lighthearted and fun and focus on.
It would have been fun
on the DJ.
The story.
Yeah, for sure, cool. For sure. But I do thank you for taking the time.
No problem, Sean.
No, DJ Doop. I'm not gonna say your government name. I was this close to saying that government name. Okay, Renita Johnson. Renita, shout out to Renita.
Google me.
Like a big sister to me. Make sure you Google her, check her out. What's your social media? Cause I thought I was gonna know it by myself, like top of my head.
Everything is the same.
I am the Doopster.
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't want to mess it up.
So I am the Doopster. That's IAMTHADOOPSTER. I gotta spell it out because people be like, I am the. No, I am the Doopster.
Yeah.
Gotta be different.
Book her, check her out, tap in with her.
But have a budget. Come on, $150.
Don't come to her with $150 telling her she need to bring the equipment, bring a mic, and bring a host.
I bring everything, but I ain't plugging nothing up. Figure it out.
That's crazy. Okay, as we wrap up here, I do want to drop off the Hustle Hidden Gems. So I don't know if you checked out Drake and Party Next Door's project.
I've only listened to like 2 tracks so far.
It's fire. Drake, you did it again. I rock with you, my boy. I rock with you.
So are we never not rocking with him, though?
Oh, I've been rocking with him.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't care.
People act like we just...
People are acting, but people are on social media like, they minor. Like, people is really like holding on to this. Like, bro, chill.
It was a great diss track.
It was a great diss track.
We're not going to discredit Drake for what he's doing.
Absolutely not. We're not doing that.
And if they are, then they lying.
Yeah, they lying. But that Nokia I put as my ringtone is fire. It's hot. Shout out to him. Tommy Richmond, Acting Up, fire. Tommy Richmond is also the one that came out with the million dollar baby joint. And then last but not least, an old classic, Frank Ocean, Sweet Life. I heard it the other day and I just was like, man, it's just so smooth. So those are your Hustle Hidden Gems. Want me to check out your song, just let me know. Shout out to our guest, DJ Doop. Make sure you tap in with her. I am the Doopster on all social media. Thank you, and I'll see you next week on the Off Air Hustle.